The Roaring Twenties. A time full of energetic flappers. A time of crazy dancing.
A time of parties and celebrations.
And different sources of entertainment. During this time, women began to outbreak from their traditional ways. They began doing things like drinking and smoking. They cut their hair and their clothing became more revealing. And overall, women became way more daring.
My weakness now. He's got curly hair. I never cared for curly hair, but he's got curly hair. That's my weakness now. Oh, Mom. Oh, me. Oh, I should be good, and I would be good, but gee.
Clothing before the era of the 1920s consisted of concealing outfits and dresses that were barely above women's ankles. Clothing after World War I during the 1920s was a lot more revealing and strongly disapproved by many older adults.
Oh, at last I've got you here, so I can tell you, dear, that your funny disposition almost drives me wild. I know that you could be so nice and sweet to me.
Women began doing things that they couldn't dream of doing before. One of these things was voting, but the path to gaining this right was not easy. First, there was something called the women's suffrage, which was a fight for the right for women to vote. It consisted of many years and many different acts of protest. There were many different views on the idea of women gaining the right to vote. Some were positive and supported the suffrage, while others were negative and wished to stop the idea of women voting. The women worked relentlessly and used methods like marches to gain the right they were fighting for. And finally, after all the effort, women did gain the right and were equally treated in the act of voting. Women also gained power by joining things such as the Army Nurse Corps. The Nurse Corps was especially popular during World War I, and it was a way for women to help in the war effort and gain an important role in history. So overall, the 1920s was a time of fun and a time of empowerment for women, and an era that made our nation what it is today.